welcome to my channel, Paint with Terry. Today we've got a black canvas and we're going to be prepping it and doing the painting all in one. But right now we've got it was a white canvas, we've painted it black, 2 coats of acrylic, and then we gave it a border with just some green painter's tape, just 2-inch painter's tape. And then we gave it a light coat of some liquid clear. And then now that it's prepped, we're just going to start with our colors. And we're going to start here with some of our lemon yellow on our 1-inch brush. We start right in the center. Don't need much color on there. Just something like that'll work for right now. And the next color we're going to want to grab is some of our cad orange, or whichever orange color you have, just some orange. Same thing though, you don't want to get too much on the brush. We're just going to start right here, kind of dabbing in a bit of that orange color. Something like that'll work. And our next color, we're going to get some of our bright red. And we're not cleaning our brush in between the colors. Just kind of using most of it up on the canvas and then going to the next color. With the red, same thing though. We're just going to come in around here. Our next color that we're going to use is our purple. This is a dioxazine purple. This color, you're not going to see it show up on the camera too well. You might not even see it on your black canvas too well, but just know that it is on there when you're putting it on. And it's a very strong color as well too. You don't really want to use too much of it. we're just taking that purple color and kind of spreading it out in that black area a bit. If you look closely at the canvas, you'll be able to see where you put the color on. And as I say, it's a really strong color. Up against the black, you're not going to see it too well, but as soon as we get the lighter color on there, it'll really show up. And our last color that we're going to use is just some phthalo blue. We just pull that out to the edges. The phthalo blue is a very strong color as well too. Like, it doesn't show up that well on the black canvas, but it is on there. And same thing over here. We're just going to bring that blue up and over here. Just get a lot of it off the brush. Once we feel confident with our darker colors around the edge, we're just going to take these colors here and we'll kind of split it up a bit. We just want a bit of blending in there. Now we should have something that looks something like that. And if you wanted to, you can just go across the whole thing. That's just going to take a lot of that brush mark out that you put in. Now that we got those colors in there, just want to grab our fan brush. We're going to get some of our titanium white. We're going to start right here in the center. Just kind of do these things going outward. And you're going to want to keep rolling your brush around in the white, just kind of getting a fresh bit of titanium white on there. Just rubbing it across the colors here, you're gonna get a lot of that purple and blue color onto your brush. It's really just kind of putting some lighter colors in there. Now we're going to take our 2-inch brush and we're just going to start swooping across the thing. We want to not hit this area as much right now. We just want to kind of work on this darker bluey purple color. You don't want to over brush it, like over blend them. We're just kind of going for like a nice mix. Try to get rid of some of that those whiter hard lines that we put in. Now we can start lightly hitting across this center area. I'm just lightly brushing across these lighter areas just to try and take the hard white line out of it. The more you brush it, the more it will, the little softer it will get. We're just going to take a little bit of our yellow. We're not going to clean our brush, our fan brush. Take a bit of our yellow color. And we'll do the same thing with the orange. And then we're going to do it again with red color. We're just brushing from that edge outward. We'll work our way into that center area. Just lightly fanning the whole thing. Get rid of any of those brush marks that we put in. And the later you fan it, the better it blends. That's all we need for this moment. We're just gonna clean our fan brush off, or you can use an old toothbrush for this. You just want to get some thinner on your brush. You don't need very much. Once you have the thinner on your brush, you're just going to get into that titanium white and just mix it around. You want about the consistency of ink. You don't want it too thin that it's really translucent or anything like that, but you don't want it so thick that you can't flick it off the brush. We can test it here. We're just going to go around the edge with those spatters. We're going to add a couple thicker stars with the fan brush. We can do that with our palette scraper and our fan brush. Just knocking some bigger chunks of paint onto the thing. Now we got the edges pretty good, and we got a little bit hidden towards the center of the canvas. Actually, yeah, we're just going to grab some of our yellow on our brush. Just use a little tiny brush for this first. I'm going to start right here in the center. All you're doing is getting some of that yellow color there. Make a little circle. We're going to use some of our titanium white on the same brush. I'm not going to clean the brush. Get some titanium white on there. It's okay. It's going to be a little bit yellow tint to it. And then you're just kind of spinning that till you get a decent looking circle. Now, excuse me. Now we're going to take a clean fan brush. I just want to get some of that titanium white on there. Just in and around here. Kind of popping in some little things. I'm just going to take a blending brush or just a soft bristle brush. Start pulling around those edges a bit. All we're doing is lightly hitting the edge. Doing little circular motions, kind of flicking the paint out. Just going to grab our 2-inch brush. Just lightly go over these things. Now we can get one of our liner brushes. We're going to start with our dark gray. We're just going to pull a direct angle down like this. Just any of the lines that you're doing, you just want to pull them directly in that angle that you're pulling it. We're not doing too many, we're just kind of spacing them out. We don't need to do too many of these gray trees because we're going to have other ones that are a darker shade coming in. I'm just going to add a few little branch things coming on here. I'll just finish up these ash trees over here. We got those ones with the branches done. You can use the exact same brush. We're just going to go right into our black color. Same. Now we're just going to use our fan brush, get some of that black color on there. hitting with the corner of the fan brush and having it get a little bit wider as it gets near the bottom of the trees. You could always flip your canvas, turn it and stuff if you need to. Just to make it easier on us, we can flip it once again. soft bristle brush. Just in this area down a little bit. We can add a new fresh area. Make it look like some of this is. Or just take one of our smallest liner brushes. We use a bit of thinner too if you find the paint's not really wanting to go on for your letters. That's a painting. Hope you guys had fun doing this one, and we'll see you for the next one. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.